Well, everyone, that was the intro twice because it's a special day today where intros get played twice. It's when it's known as April 2nd plus 1, which is April the 3rd. And as we all know, the playing of the theme song twice represents April 2nd, and the plus 1 represents us being together now today. Now, continuing on from our usual... Wait, what? Not continuing on from our usual streaming. We, just like everyone else, Total Insanity Freak Out has been quarantined. And so, I'm inside a containment chamber to protect myself and others from potential disease. Joining me today is... What camera is this person on? I don't want to say the gender of the person because then it will betray who it potentially could be. I believe it's camera 1. Let's try it. No, you know what? It's camera 2.
Wow.
We're joined with Alex today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Thank you for being here. The camera is defocusing again.
It is. Turn the light on. Or
But
do you want me to turn the light on?
I felt like maybe that's like artistic if the camera's like blurring out, you know?
I mean, it could be an artistic choice.
Could you please... We're contained in here. Could you please turn the light on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which way should I go?
Whatever way is easier for you to go.
Sure. We'll go this way.
Well, I'm getting messages. Well, great news, everyone. Just heard from my sister a special video from Katie Deezus will be coming through in the show at some point.
Oh, wow.
So let me just type a thumbs up. That's my go-to thing. Let me love this message. It says I liked it, but it's a heart. That's a little bit more than like. Tell me how you feel about me. Do you like or like me? That's by Miniature Tigers. I've been very into Miniature Tigers.
They showed up on my Spotify For You playlist.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've heard of them?
Yes, I have.
For the longest time, it seemed like nobody knew who they were. I don't know. I discovered them back in like 2008 or something. And their sound has changed a lot. And I didn't really like their newer, like, dancier music as much. But recently, I've been, like, loving it for whatever reason.
Oh, wow.
Alex, I don't like that you can't know when you're on screen.
Yeah, I mean, I get like a delayed.
Oh yeah, you can know like 20
phone.
seconds after, or 30, or I don't know how long it is.
I mean, it's fine.
We are practicing safe. I don't even want to say that term. I don't like the term of. I've just heard it too much. The SD term, like an SD card, social distancing. So, okay. You can see we're separated by this barrier. The camera, really, I could move the camera more to show Alex, but we have people watching, so I'd like to applaud that we have viewership. One of them is you, though, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, Still.
I mean.
So, as we all know, today was going to be art walk, art house. There was going to be the MFA thesis show. There was going to be a symposium of art history papers. I got second place. And there's going to be art walk. Total Insanity is going to do a special circus. It's circus day today. It was going to be a special circus themed episode. Alex, I didn't know if I was almost told you to bring clown materials, but
I literally had access to all the clown materials like 45 minutes ago.
well, that's on me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I not get scared. I just think like, should I ask them? No, don't bother troubling this person. And instead, I'm just a fool. I don't send stuff. Why didn't I send my video to Sue for a directed study? Why did I wait? I had it done 2 days before, but I waited until the day of. Why? Why was I didn't want to bother her by sending it to her? What's wrong with me? Alex, what's wrong with me? You don't have to answer that.
Okay.
The camera's on you now. Whenever I cut to you, I'll just say, I'll make a snapping noise.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay. Just like don't tell me when the camera's on me.
Okay.
Surprise me.
Is there anything that you... First of all, thank you for being here. I might have already said that in
You're
real
welcome.
life, but I don't know if I said it on the stream. But is there anything that you would like to... Are there any frustrations of these troubling times you'd like to get off your chest, or would you rather just move along with the show?
I mean, my sleeping schedule's been really out of whack.
I think a lot of people's has.
Yeah, I've been going to sleep like super early in the morning and waking up at like, at like 4 in the afternoon.
That's pretty much my life.
Yeah, and I just, like, it doesn't impact my schoolwork because none of my professors do, like, live lectures on Zoom or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just, like, bad for my general mental well-being.
I know. It just, like, I don't know if, like, we just feel bad because, like, it's frowned upon to live such a life, or if it's like you feel bad because humans aren't supposed to ever do that, or not, or just aren't made for that. I don't know.
I mean, I think it's a combination of all of the above.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get... Nah, I was going to see if I could... Never mind. Moving forward. As I was discussing, just to send a little promo out there, today there will be a virtual MFA show online, and I had the details in a document, and the document has now disappeared.
Oh no.
So I'm going to go into Instagram for a second. I do want to, even though that no one's watching, I do want to at least give a proper promotion for this. Alex.
What?
Can you please recite freeform poetry while I look this up?
Oh God.
You don't have to.
I'm like...
You don't have to.
Wait, okay, I need to think of something.
Okay, I found it.
Oh,
okay.
never mind. Thank you.
There's... Oh, damn it. I didn't find it.
Oh,
I found an
okay.
email, but no one's going to be able to go to that. Whatever. Go on Instagram. Look up, like, USF, like, art or whatever it's called. You'll find it.
USF art, whatever.
If you put USF and art together, the exhibition's called Batten 100. There's a Zoom link. You can go online. It's at 7 p.m. I was tragically unprepared for today's show. I wanted to walk on art to simulate art walk, and that's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, Alex.
Okay.
I'm extremely sorry.
I'm sorry that you're sorry.
Now, it's just really tough, living right now. Humans aren't meant to be like this. I always thought that I always thought that I would like being alone in my room all the time. But then I realized that I didn't like that. And so now, for a little bit of solace, we're going to simulate human contact because obviously we're not allowed to touch anyone right now. You can't touch anyone. You cannot touch a loved one. Even if you live with them and sit next to each other, you cannot touch them.
Oh, wow.
It's not allowed. It's not allowed. And so through our separation, we will now dream of a day where we can once again
Whose dog is that?
there's people. Switch to the camera.
Oh,
I can't see them anyway.
better stand 6 feet or more away from them, says the CDC.
Well, you know what the CDC stands for? Can't do crap.
Cocaine.
What? Okay, this is something I want to get down to. Okay, this is a good topic. Please tell me of your cocaine fascination. No, you know what? Don't give away the mystery. Never mind.
No, you were talking about it in class like 3 weeks ago when we had like on-campus classes, and like Natalie said something about how her coworker did cocaine and crashed his car into a tree, but he still showed up to work or something. I'm probably like
Wait, who did it?
misremembering the story, but I just thought it was really funny. And cocaine is such a cool word. It's like, and that's like the extent of my fascination with cocaine. That's it. Like,
I like that. I really, really, really like that it's like a recurring joke of yours. That I love when things keep getting brought up.
yeah,
So that's
a recurring theme of illicit drugs.
it's honestly perfect comedy. So let me open my email so you can. Why did I cut to my email so everyone can see? I ordered Adult Swim says my shipment is on the way. I ordered a $5 pin pack of William Street Swap Shop. If only I could turn the cameras on people outside right now. If only I could. So, because people watching, feel free to comment in. Feel free to call my phone number if you know it. There's no, you know what, let me open, there's no Skype really. I don't have the link prepared. Today's basically the day of unpreparation. Today's basically, as you can see, I become less and less prepared as the quarantine depression sets in more and more. And now we will sit in silence. But actually, you know what? So my sister said she's going to send in a video, and oh my god, what's happening?
Hello again.
What?
This is Nathan.
We're being hacked.
Oh, wow.
You may remember me from a few weeks ago when I threatened an attack on Total Insanity's illegitimate country, Bukalia. Well, don't worry. I've got more in the works for them. But today, I've intercepted this stream to deliver an important message regarding the plague humanity is currently facing. In this time of coronavirus crisis, you may have noticed the toilet paper shortages around the country, and the world for that matter. COVID-19 is actually an acronym for Creation of Organized Vital Inventory Demand, beginning in the year 2019. Your everyday conspiracy theorist might see this as evidence for a scheme by the toilet paper industry to sell more product, but oh no, the truth goes much deeper. Let me first introduce you to a little-known shadow organization that goes by the name of the International Bidet Cartel, or IBC. In late 2019, in a backroom deal with Xi Jinping, this group made an agreement with the fastest-growing potential market in the world, China. In exchange for discounts on bidet stock, the Chinese government agreed to prioritize bidet implementation in all government buildings and agreed to release COVID-19 to the world. This is why the Chinese government purposely ignored the initial spread, and also why they were able to get the disease under control so quickly after. They knew how to act to turn the tide in their own country with limited casualties, while the virus continues to run rampant upon the rest of the world. The IBC knew of the fragile supply of toilet paper, and using Italy's initial toilet paper shortages as an example, this organization lobbied major US TV networks to cover this story in order to manufacture fear and stimulate toilet paper sales. Once the paper was sold out, the bidet executives used Russian bots to post subtle reminders of the existence of bidets all over social media. It was only a matter of time before the American public took bait. Now here's something you won't find in any history book. The bidet industry has always been at odds with the toilet paper industry. Back in the 1880s, there was what was known as the War of the Lavatories, in which the toilet paper and bidet industries competed for market domination. The paperists believed in their simple approach, while the bidetists touted their believed hygienic superiority. The bidet industry ran a vicious smear campaign, showing the false dangers of toilet paper by flooding a clogged toilet and drowning animals. The despicable Thomas Edison actually got his idea for electrocuting animals in the current wars from these bidet extremists. Ultimately, toilet paper won the battle, as many Americans still didn't have reliable running electricity or plumbing, and paper was ultimately the cheaper short-term option. The bidet industry never recovered and to this day has maintained a hostile and bitter attitude toward their defeat. While popular in Europe and other countries, the bidet industry has never been able to conquer the American market. But their plan is now working, and US bidet sales have skyrocketed. These are a detestable group who are willing to kill millions to accumulate excess wealth, and once this virus fades, the bidets will be here to stay. Now new generations of Americans will raise their children on bidets, thus the foothold on the American market has been planted in our youth. Bidets are by no means evil in themselves, but with water shortages around the world, now is no time to be increasing bidet usage. This plays even more into the IBC's hands. For the past 5 years, the IBC has been buying up water supplies around the world and investing in desalination research and development. Once water shortages become widespread, the IBC's next plan is to sell you the water themselves for use in their bidets. This is a sickening plot by an organization that must be stopped. I urge you all to boycott bidets and not hoard toilet paper, so that all who need it have access. In total insanity, you may have escaped a direct hack today, as there are bigger fish to fry right now. But don't think this means you're safe for long. That's all for now.
Oh my god. I did not think we actually would be hacked again by Nathaniel Superfly. We're lucky we escaped an attack shutting us down today. But my god, that bastard. I'm a little shocked right now, honestly. But I don't negotiate with terrorists. If you think you can take down total insanity, bring it. Because guess what? We're going to up our cybersecurity tenfold. We're going to hire the biggest cybersecurity firm in the world. We're going to lock this down. You think you can beat us? Bring it. What do you have to say about this, Alex?
I wasn't listening. I'm drawing Garfield.
Well,
I also don't agree with terrorism.
I don't negotiate with terrorists. My dad says, "Can you see this?" Yes, I can. Oh my God. Could it really be the day that my father has made an account with his name, Paul Jesus, instead of Gina Jesus?
Oh my God.
It's actually under his name now? This is incredible. This is incredible. So, I miss having a crew to move cameras around. It really was helpful. My dad says great name for the show, and the bidet thing was great. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've tried maybe less this week, but I generally try. Now we have these little post-it notes, and in honor of Art Walk today, that didn't happen, we're going to draw pictures, otherwise known as art. Whoa, this is like a really cool pen.
Really? I got it from like Walgreens like 5 years ago.
This is freaking awesome. I love it. It's like I never saw a pen that had an opening like this.
Oh.
I'm maybe overreacting a little bit, but I still think it's really cool. So, you drew Garfield?
Yes, actually. What are you drawing?
What do you think?
Sonic?
Yup.
Oh, wow.
That's my
Who
go-to
would've
drawing my whole
guessed?
life. Even before the obsession of Sonic with the movie coming out, I always loved to draw Sonic. He's my go-to drawing. This is not a bad Sonic. It's a skinnier Sonic. So let me show this to the camera. We have Sonic right here. My dad says, very clever. Alex is cool.
Oh, thank you.
How do you feel about that input, Alex?
Thank you so much. I'm flattered. You're all so cool.
That was very nice.
Have you seen like the old Garfield? Like the comic book? And he's like
Wait, I didn't know there was like a new Garfield.
Well, the new Garfield is just like the normal Garfields, but the old Garfield, like
the original OG
Yeah.
Garfield? Like the original like Addams Family?
yeah. But Garfield.
Did the Addams Family start in the New Yorker?
I don't know.
Why is the camera defocusing again? I don't understand. It focused again, don't worry.
Oh.
Okay, so Sonic's one picture. My next picture is going to be an abstract form. So while we draw, I'm going to... Let's see the status on Katie's video. It hasn't come through yet. Let me check my email real quick. For all you don't know, Katie is sending along some content. Royalty-free, chill music. There's so many people walking outside today. If only I had a camera on them. Okay, chill, ambient, copyright-free music.
Chill beats
let's
to
get down with
Quarantine too.
Definitely. Oh, hear that dumpster slam. Okay, this ad is so long. Was there something you were gonna say about Garfield? I'm sorry. I kinda,
About
like, stopped you.
Garfield?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I like your drawings.
Thank
You're
you.
such a good... You draw so well.
Oh, thank you.
You really do.
Oh shit.
I did not. I'm very proud of you. So how does it feel to be a USF student in your first semester and then have classes be ripped away from you?
It feels bad. Like, just straight up, it feels not good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like there's an emptiness in my life now, and my life doesn't have structure because I don't have, like, responsibilities to, like, wake up early and go to, like, 9:30 a.m. drawing class with Chase Palmer.
Oh, Chase. Chase is a fellow grad student that also teaches, and Alex here is being taught by grad students who have no professional training in teaching, yet we're getting it currently.
Yeah.
How does that feel to be taught by amateurs?
It's fine.
I guess we were good enough to get into grad school.
Yeah.
And, like, in a year and a half, we'll be able to teach, so I guess.
Yeah.
Katie shared the video with me. This is excellent. This is just in the nick of time. This is perfect. So, let's see here. Let me navigate to my email, shall we? Normally, I would download. I have to download it anyway. It's a 1.9 gigabytes. Good Lord Almighty!
1.9 gigabytes.
Katie. No, it's not her fault, but I gotta teach people how to export lower quality H.264. Put the bit rate down to 8. You don't need it at 10. Put the bit rate at 8. Put the peak bit rate at 8, and then put the other bit rate, the target bit rate at 6. You're fine. But
Professor Leo hashtag.
It's true. I'm a professor now. I'm so cool. Okay, did this video download yet? No, it's about a fourth of the way through. So I was going to play the video while we draw, but I think we'll just continue to draw and chat. If you have anything you want to talk about, I came today without much of a topic. Let me actually go back. Besides us being quarantined in our containment chambers, as you can see here, we're separated in our glass containment chambers. And now I feel like Dave Bonowitz running the whole Adult Swim streams by himself. So many comments from my dad, so many comments. I need to catch up. Tell Alex she is too nice to you. Tell her to give you more of a hard time.
Oh my god. You suck. No. I can't. Alex is doing a hanging cartoon on the screen. Yes, I am.
Wait, what did you just say?
I'm just reading.
You got the comment before I got the comment.
Oh, I mean.
I like her hanging cartoon. It's creative. It's great. Fuck. That was a half cuss.
Oh, not a full one. Just a.
Yes. Oh, I thought I was on Alex's camera and I was looking at myself. I want to put my drawings up and copy her creativity. I don't know what my third drawing can be yet, though.
Wait, what did you do for your second drawing? Was it?
I want to draw a still life of what I see outside on this chair here.
Oh,
this
wow.
dirty ass patio. It's going to be a very quick gesture drawing.
A very abstract.
Man, I haven't taken a drawing class in so long. I need to get better at drawing and be as good as Alex someday.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're seriously, I'm not even being like, you're so freaking good. I'm not even just saying that. But how can I get you to believe me? I don't know. Okay, this is completed. The viewership is at an all-time high. Since we got some new people in, let me at least show you how we're being separated in our containment chambers for quarantine purposes. I'm here, and here, and Alex is here. Now, my sister Katie has sent in a special video that's 1.9 gigabytes. And you know what? I'm going to add it into OBS properly. So here's a little behind the scenes. Here we have OBS. I'm going to say, name this Katie. I'm going to click media source, and I'm going to put tarot. Is it tarot or tarot? I always say tarot, but then I heard John Lennon say tarot in the song God, so I always...
I say tarot. I say tarot.
I think that's the real way.
Yeah.
Now I will choose the file, which is in downloads. I will click open. This has never been seen before by me, or really
Hi
any human
everyone,
besides
and welcome
Katie.
to Katie's Psychic Corner.
I will not.
Today
I will
I'm going to be
restart this
doing a
video
general tarot card
because
reading for the
I
world
need
at
to
large,
be fit
since
to
we're
the
facing
screen.
such an uncertain time right now with the coronavirus
I will
pandemic.
make
So I think
it
more
so
than
I can
ever,
hear
people are
what is
searching for
happening.
answers, not just in their personal lives, but in
And
relation to...
I think everybody else heard that, but I did not. So I will restart the video now. Here is my wonderful sister Katie. Thank you for sending in marvelous content to the show today. And here's a tarot card reading.
Wow.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Katie's Psychic Corner. Today I'm going to be doing a general tarot card reading for the world at large, since we're facing such an uncertain time right now with the coronavirus pandemic. So I think more than ever, people are searching for answers, not just in their personal lives, but in relation to the greater whole and society in general. It's definitely a time of flux, and people are not sure what's going to happen next, and we're not sure how long this will last. I think the time away from technology and time with family and in nature and time to meditate and time for introspection, I think all of those things are super important, and I think they're neglected in our usual day-to-day lifestyle. And I think we kind of needed an event like this to get people to stop and look at the way they've been living and the way they affect the whole. So today that's what this reading is all about. I just want to kind of just have my mind on, you know, where could this potentially take us in the long run? How will this affect the collective consciousness and the way we perceive the world? And what are the possible scenarios or outcomes to this? So with that said, I'll start our reading. So I'm just going to take my cards out of my handy wooden box here. The Tree of Life on the outside. There was like a flock of birds that came by. So what I would encourage everyone to do who is watching is just to close your eyes for a moment, meditate on those questions while I shuffle. Alright, so the way I like to do it is to lay the cards out. These are extra large cards, so it's kind of harder to do this. I have to do multiple rows. But what I like to do is just lay them out so that they're all viewable and reachable. So what I like to do now that they're all laid out is I just take my hand and hover over the cards and just feel the vibrations and pick whichever one calls out to me. Interesting. 7 of Pentacles for the first one. Okay, 3 of Cups. Interesting. And then the 4 of Wands. So the 7 of Pentacles reverse is a very interesting one to get in this position, because I'm reading this as past, present, future. So for the first card, this signifies that the world's priorities were kind of out of whack for a while, because this card shows a man, a laborer, kind of leaning on his hoe and looking down at the crops. So it's actually really a card that's showing that this man has been fruitful in his labor, but he's also exhausted and tired, and he can kind of appreciate what he's gained, but it hasn't been without a lot of hard work. So upside down, this can signify that you aren't prioritizing things right, that you aren't investing your time in the right areas. And I think this is so relevant for the world at large, because I think people are really taking this time to see how exactly different aspects of our system are failing us on a regular basis. I think now that people are at home and are contemplating their daily life in a different way, it's really opening their eyes to some things that are just outdated or archaic in nature, or maybe they just don't serve us the same way anymore, or maybe we've been neglecting them for a really long time. But I think that this card is really representative of where capitalism has been taking us in recent years, so I really think it's interesting that this is the first card. So moving on, the second card is the 3 of Cups, and as you can see, people are standing around kind of rejoicing in the moment. There's fruits and vibrant nature all around them. They're wearing wreaths on their head, so it definitely symbolizes abundance. And the cups in general usually represent our social lives, our relationships with others, and how exactly we are, whether we're in harmony with others or whether we're having issues in our relationships. Whereas the Pentacles in the card that we just read is more about material life, your wealth, your riches, your material status at the time. So that's why I also related it specifically to our economy and the structure of our work lives and things like that. But this card, I think, is a really interesting one to get as well for the present, because you'd think, oh, it'd be reversed. It'd be that we're not having positive relationships with people. It's not a time where people are coming together and that sort of thing. But I think it's actually quite the opposite. Even though we aren't seeing people in person as often, potentially, we're still becoming closer to the people that have always been there that maybe we haven't reached out to. I think more than ever people are communicating on social media and saying, you know, hey, how are you doing? Checking in on people. I think people are returning to their families and spending a lot of quality family time that maybe they wouldn't have otherwise. I think it's kind of refreshing that things are shutting down, because it's giving us that time to really ponder what's important in life. And as I said before, the first card is kind of showing that, you know, maybe we have been doing things correctly for a while now, and now is the time to meet up with people, to be creative, to spark conversations maybe you wouldn't have had before. And I think people are being creative. I think, you know, we're seeing how celebrities are coming together through video chats and creating projects and songs and all these different types of things. And I think in times of hardship, we find sometimes the most beautiful artwork being created. And so I think that will definitely happen as this quarantine continues. I mean, we'll see how long it does continue, but I think that's a very interesting card to get for the present. And also, I'd just like to note that in this image, there's 3 women in a circle holding up their glasses in celebration. And I think just that act alone is very telling for what's happening in the present moment, because people are literally having to lift each other up, uplift in this time of crisis. And I think we're really starting to see communities band together and work together in ways we haven't seen in a very long time. And people are comparing this even to wartime efforts, and it might get more serious. So I think that this card is just a reminder to be grateful for what we have, be grateful of the people in our lives, and we may not be able to go out and be in large gatherings and parties and go to concerts and whatnot, but we're still able to appreciate the relationships we have, and this is a time to actually build the depth that we feel in those relationships, and really pay attention and ask and make sure others are doing okay in this time. And yeah, so I just wanted to mention that as well. Alright, and so for the final card, it is the Four of Wands, and as you can see, there's 2 people here holding up flower wreaths, and all around them also is plants and fruit, and it's just a very vibrant, joyous card. And in the background there's people dancing or enjoying themselves or whatever that may be, and the castle is known to represent kind of the security and warmth of family and home life. So I think this card is a really, really hopeful card to get for the particular question that was being asked and that we're dealing with, because it's a very, very blissful card. It represents celebration, joyousness, so it kind of relates to the second card we got. And the fact that it's a wand card, which is usually signifying our aspirations and our dreams and all of our creative endeavors, I think this is also really telling, because it shows that even though we're in a time of distress right now, we are going to make it through. And I can be a very pessimistic person at times, and even conspiratorial, and I think more than ever, people are seeing this as an apocalyptic type scenario, so everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world, and that's kind of everyone's go-to. And while it is fun to think of things like that, I do think we'll make it through this, and I think we'll make it through this with a new understanding of what we need to prioritize, which comes back to card 1. And this card in particular shows that it's an ending of some type of cycle. We're coming to a point of completion. We've reached a milestone, so to speak. It's kind of signifying a time of balance and harmony and peace that comes from a period of hardship. So I mean, that perfectly applies to what we're going through right now. And this won't continue forever. Maybe we'll develop a vaccine, maybe it won't end up being as bad as we thought, and things will start winding down in a month or 2. Whatever it may be, people are going to lose their lives in this crisis, and that is, awful, and hopefully none of that is as a result of the medical system being strained, which I know is the biggest concern right now. But as far as this card, I think it is a very hopeful sign that we're moving in the right direction, and once again, more than ever, we need to be grateful for what we have. We need to check in on our loved ones, and the home environment is the perfect place right now to go to, where you can feel safe and secure with the people love you most. And yeah, I just think that this is a really positive outlook that the cards are displaying here, and that's great, because I honestly didn't know how it could go. We could have got anything. We could have got the devil, we could have gotten the Hanged Man, Wheel of Fortune, whatever, and so it's very interesting that we got no major arcana cards, and also that all of the suits kind of make sense in their respective positions. So yeah, this was our April Fool's reading in regard to the crisis we're all currently facing right now. Oh my gosh. Chickens! So yeah, so good times. Stay safe out there. Make sure that you stay active and healthy, even in this time that you may be cooped up inside. Um, I at least have some land around here because I'm staying with my family, so that's nice. I get to roam around with my cat and whatnot and see chickens and buzzards and all the fun things that exist in nature, so I don't feel so alone. Um, but yeah, I just think this is a good time for everyone to meditate and get in touch with oneself and um, get a deeper connection with those you love. And that's what life is all about at the end of the day. So, hope you enjoyed this and see you next time.
Is this working? Can you hear me? I don't think the sound is routed. Okay, well, thank you, Katie. I can hear you, but you can't hear me. I want to say bye. Okay. I think she's looking for her cat. I'd love to see her, but Katie, I have to say bye. I don't know if you can see me at all, but yeah, it's just showing my screen, but it's not showing me because it's a crazy setup. Okay, Katie, thank you for calling. I'm sorry that yours is going to be cut off, but bye. That's my corona cough.
Coronavirus.
COVID cough. I made a statement. I did want to
That you don't have the coronavirus?
I did make a statement earlier in a previous stream. I don't mean to take coronavirus lightly, like I know people are dying from it, but the way I deal with like terrible stuff is I make fun of it and use comedy. So in all my joking about coronavirus, I mean no offense, and it's all just in an effort to feel better in this crazy mixed up world. Anyway, thank you, Katie, for sending in your content. Thank you for being a content contributor. Alex,
Yeah.
did you Look at these new drawings you have. What? I don't think you heard any of her video. Is this correct?
Yes, this is correct.
Okay, but you have been working on these marvelous drawings.
Yes.
The S? Wait, the S, it's not just a 90s thing, the S is still around?
Oh, I don't know. I drew it when I was in high school, like just to be like cheesy and stupid.
I drew the S. Everyone in like elementary school in Maryland drew the S. To see the S back again, oh my god.
Yes.
Is it making a resurgence? Did it never leave the youth of America?
It did not leave. It's a perpetual piece of culture.
That's good. That's good. I'm really, really happy. So, oh yeah, I have some drawings too. As you can see, wow, I can like control the camera next to me. I can zoom in. Look at this. We got Sonic, a thing. We got a still life. We got oh wow. We got the Switcher. And we got Knuckles. Whoa, I can zoom in super, and it looks such good quality. Oh, my dad asked, what does COVID? COVID stands for.
Cocaine.
What was it? Yeah. Let me see here. I have. What does it stand for? It stands for creation of organized vital inventory demand. That's very the inventory in this case would be bidets. I said bidets like we're bidets.
Bidets.
So it's basically the plot by the IBC, the International Bidet Cartel. It's their plot to increase the demand for their product. My dad says zoom in on Alex's drawings. I don't have the capabilities unless Alex gets up and zooms into it herself. What? Oh, look. The alternate zoom.
Did that work?
Yeah, that did.
Wow.
We have some Garfields. We have the S. Is that Rocco?
Yeah.
And then Sonic. And then, what does that say?
Follow me on Instagram.
Yes. How could I have neglected to promote?
You should not promote my art Instagram.
Fruit dinner, right?
Fruit dinner.
Yeah. Do it. There's great art, like I said.
Thank you. I'm very lazy about posting art because I feel self-conscious like all the time about stuff I create.
Many of us
But I
do.
kind of force myself to like post stuff.
That's good. That's good. You shouldn't be. I say that, but good lord, we all have our insecurities. Me telling people to like, oh, don't worry about that. That just feels so hypocritical. But my dad says that was a quantum entanglement zoom. That sounds cool. Okay, so now to end the show, this is kind of perfect timing. We're going to recreate Art Walk by walking on our own art. So for this, I will Skype myself. Please hang on momentarily. The internet, isn't it amazing, folks? Now I have to answer it. Whoa. Wow!
Whoa, dude, sick.
Wait, but can anybody even see this? Okay, now they can. So now I gotta make this like full screen. My dad says artists are all self-conscious except for the bad ones. I think that is true, actually.
I mean, that's kind of true.
Okay. How do I flip the camera? Perfect. Okay. So, because I'm here, first I will walk on my own art. Alex, if you would like to put your art onto the floor near you, maybe down
Okay.
here, then I can just film through the quarantine
Oh.
glass.
Wow.
So, Art Walk 2020, part of Art House. Through the quarantine glass. It looks like both of our feet are on it from the reflection. Wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, that about covers it for that pun joke. So if you didn't hear at the beginning of the show, let me hang this up. Didn't hear at the beginning of the show, the MFA thesis exhibition has a live thing tonight at 7. And I believe if you search like USF art stuff on Instagram, you will find it. The exhibition is called Batten 100. And I'm just like scrolling through my feed, I'm just surprised. I saw it a million times. Okay, here it is. It's going to be on Zoom.
Zoom.
There's one Instagram called Art School. I meant to hashtag this stream today because there's like a virtual art walk where if you like, it's like hashtag, what is it? Hashtag virtual art house 2020. I meant to total insanity hashtag it, but I forgot because social media is not my strong suit. But yeah, if you go to like, if you track down the MFA stuff, Art School USF, I think there's MFA. MFAO might actually have a link to it too. It's called Batten 100. You can hopefully find a link if you do want to see that. I won't linger on that for too long. So that's today. Hopefully the show got better from last week. I think it did kind of. I would like to personally thank Alex for risking her life driving out in the world and coming into these strange quarantine chambers. So thank you for
Of course.
being here.
I have nothing better to do.
And don't forget to follow her on Instagram at Fruit Dinner.
Yeah.
Fruit Dinner.
Fruit dinner.
Eating fruit for dinner, that's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
But maybe you should also have a starch and a protein.
Maybe.
And maybe not. Maybe you should be like Steve Jobs,
What?
alternating between having only fruit diets.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I read some biography about Steve Jobs, and he would have periods in his life where he would like only eat fruit for like a couple months because he thought it was like super healthy or something.
This is kind of whack. I mean, whatever floats your boat.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you to everyone who watched, contributed. Thank you to Katie for sending her videos in. Thank you for my dad for commenting it he wins the award for most comments, and I like it because there's stuff happening. Anyway, that's all for now. Total Insanity. See you next week.